Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another edition of From Day One. Apologies for losing several weeks. We're still at the previous From Day One flagship machine went belly up, but does at least get us back to virtually live episodes. And this afternoon we start in court with a crazy wild arraignment bringing the judge out of his chair. Let's begin.
All right. Officer, are you going to be conducting public calls during this question? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. All right. Saturday, July 15th, 2023, 1:10 p.m. In the matter of people said Michigan versus Danny Eugene McDowell, trials of count 1 assault with murder, count 2 torture, count 3 criminal sexual conduct, first degree, felony, count 4 unlawful imprisonment, count 5 criminal sexual conduct, third degree force or coercion, count 6 assault with intent to create violent harm, less than murder or by strangulation, count 7 domestic violence. Officer, state your name for the record. Detective Christopher Waller, Plymouth Township Police Department. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? I do. Will you be testifying based on personal knowledge and or information? First, it'll be investigation, so after the fact. Okay, investigative report, correct? Correct. All right, proceed. So we, the Township Police Department, responded to 12811 Heritage Drive, Apartment 203 on 7/13 at 3:15 in the afternoon for a welfare check on a victim. Once they arrived, they contacted the defendant who's in custody, Danny McDowell, and the victim at the residence. After speaking with both of them for some time, they were separated. The assault was determined that it happened. McDowell was placed under arrest for domestic. He was transferred back to the station. I, as the detective on call, was sent out to the scene, conducted field investigation, conducted interviews. Was found to believe that on Tuesday, a couple days prior, so it would have been 7/11, assault occurred, including 3 different times where the suspect placed the victim underwater, held her underwater, and at one point on the third assault actually drowned her to the point that she lost consciousness. Once she woke back up, I'm sorry, all this occurred on the same day?
Yeah,
this was over
that's
3 days, Your Honor. Over a 3-day period?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, go ahead. So at 7/11, that's when the actual 3 drownings occurred. Third one, she passed out, was no longer conscious when she woke up. She went back to the bedroom. The defendant forced her to perform oral sex on her at that time, or on him at that time. The assault stopped at that point. After he fell asleep the next morning, he slapped her a couple times, which would have been on the 12th. Nothing else occurred on the 12th. He approached to the 13th. The two of them had consensual sex at that point on the 13th, after which he threatened to have her fill the bathtub a second time, to which she was able to reach out to a colleague to call 911, and that's how the police department got involved in the matter. Okay, what was the torture involved? Was that the strangulation or whatever? I believe, Your Honor, that's what the prosecutor's office determined to be torture. Okay. All right. It looks like mental pain or suffering or whatever. All this occurred in the Plymouth, Michigan? Yes, sir. Plymouth Township. Plymouth Township. Okay, stand corrected. All right. The court is satisfied that probable cause has been established. And we'll proceed directly to the arraignment. Ms. Medina.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. McDowell, with regard to the arraignment, we would waive formal reading and stand mute, Your Honor.
Yes.
So in other words, he wants to be.
Okay, Mr. McDowell, state your name for the record. Danny McDowell. Danny Eugene McDowell. Okay, thank you. Mr. McDowell, your attorney has waived the formal reading of the complaint and warrant. The court will enter a not guilty plea in this matter.
In other words, you don't say anything.
Bond, please.
Your Honor, at this time, so we did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. McDowell. I do understand that these are very serious allegations, Your Honor. However, I would ask the court to consider that at this time, They are just that, allegations. Mr. McDowell disputes these allegations, Your Honor. He looks forward to coming to court and addressing the allegations that have been made against him. Mr. McDowell indicates that he is able to stay with his mother at his mother's home on Deacon Street in Detroit, Michigan. He indicates that he understands he's had no contact with the complainant or with her address, Your Honor. He is 36 years old. He is not currently on probation or parole. While we do see that he has a criminal history, a felony, a previous felony conviction,
Oh,
it
really?
was back in 2006, Your Honor, and that was for an unarmed robbery, Your Honor. He indicates that he drives for Uber. His monthly income varies, but given his variable monthly income and his expenses, he is not able to post a monetary bonds at this time, Your Honor.
Oh,
And so
big
I would ask
surprise.
that the court, he also receives food stamps, Judge. So that means he is under the guidelines, and we would ask that the court consider giving him an opportunity to come to court and address these allegations, Judge. Because he is a lifelong resident of Michigan, if I didn't mention that already.
All right, thank you. Officer, do you have any comments or thoughts on the bond?
Just rather due to the serious nature of these crimes and the fact that we believe that he's a safe threat to the public for asking for a high cash bond, at least $250,000, if not higher. If you do decide to release him, I at least ask that he get a GPS tether, have no contact with the victim, not be alone with the victim's house, not get any kind of alcohol, drugs, anything like that. So we'd be testing for that kind of thing, and then be in contact with either probation or somebody so that we can kind of monitor what's going on with him. But again, just due to the seriousness of the crimes and our fear for the victim's safety at this point, if he does get released. You did mention during when we were having him process that don't worry, none of the victims are going to come here to testify. So again, we're worried about the safety.
Come on, man, you don't lie like that, man.
Okay.
You don't have no evidence, man.
Sir,
You're taking her word for it.
Sir.
You're just taking her word for it. You don't have no evidence, Your Honor.
Mr.
Evidence not saying that they're not gonna come because it's not
Mr.
true.
McDowell.
You have the right to remain silent. I would strongly suggest you exercise your right.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. If I may, because again, that commentary is likely to invoke a response from my client, right? Again, Your Honor, that comment, if made, could have been made for several reasons. One can take it as a negative way, or it could be taken as they lied from the beginning, and so they're not going to come to court and lie under oath, Your Honor.
That's a weak backpedal.
So I would ask that
Mr. McDowell.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. This is emotional.
Oh, Ms. Medina, hold on one second.
I'm
Mr.
sorry,
McDowell.
sir. I'm just emotional right now.
It's one thing.
I'm sorry. I'm just emotional.
Are you going to be quiet?
Go ahead.
No, he's not, Your Honor.
Mr. McDowell.
Yes, sir.
You not only interrupted the court, you interrupted your attorney. And he said she's trying to help you.
I know, sir. It's just, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, I want you to step aside and be quiet for the remainder of this hearing, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I do think, again, if that comment was made, it could have been made for various reasons, Your Honor. And so I would ask that the court consider that these are verbal allegations that are being made at this time, and that my client has lifelong ties here, and that his previous conviction was back in 2006, Your Honor, and that somehow after 3 days there was access to there's a lot to be flushed through here in the facts, Your Honor, okay? And so I would ask that my client be given the opportunity to come to court and do just that. He understands he's having no contact with the complainant, and I would ask that the court consider all of that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Medina. The court, having heard representations of the attorney and the officer on this matter, what is very, very troubling and is indicative that Mr. McDowell cannot control his emotions and impulsive were just demonstrated. And he admitted he's very, very emotional. He responded disrespectfully not only to me, to the court, but to his attorney, and who's acting in his best interest. And so, given his demonstrated impulsiveness, the court's going to adopt the recommendation of the officer: $250,000 cash surety bond, no 10%. If he's able to post that bond, no contact with Faith Allen, and no contact with the Heritage Drive apartment located in Plymouth, Michigan. Your probable cause conference date is July 27th, 9 a.m. at 35th District Court. The preliminary examination date is August 3rd, 9 a.m. Just to be clear, and just to clarify the court's ruling, the court deems Mr. McDowell a safety to the community, a safety to the community witness in this matter, and given his extended emotional outburst before the court just now, the court is
trying to get me life. Why wouldn't I be? He trying to get me life. He don't have no evidence, sir. Why wouldn't I be? He trying to get me life. Shut up talking to me because you're trying to get me life, man. And you know it's not true. You know it's not true. Why wouldn't I be emotional? He trying to get me life. He ain't got no evidence. None of this.
Okay.
He's acting like $50,000 bond. What's wrong with him, man? He don't even got no evidence. Who touched me, man? You ain't got no evidence. Of course I'll be emotional, man.
Sorry, Your Honor.
He got me a $250,000 bond with no evidence. Yeah, I'm emotional.
Okay, the court's going to change the bond to $500,000.
Wow, sir, you can change the $500,000. He's still lying. He don't have no evidence. Now it's $500,000. Make it $1 million. It don't matter. I gave him $250,000.
Okay, I'll make it $1 million then.
I can't post none of it anyway.
Okay, sir, step aside. Let's conclude the hearing.
Okay, Your Honor, so the final amount for the bond?
$1 million.
And is that
Cash
accurate?
He seen all that shit on her board. He ain't taking none of that evidence down, man.
Your Honor, you can put back in a cell. I'm sorry about that, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem. That concludes the hearing. Thank you, officer. Okay. All right. I apologize, Ms. Medina. I yelled.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know, but I'm Cuban, so that's how we talk.
Okay. All right. All right. Give the court a minute or so to compose, but I apologize to everybody for yelling. I don't normally like to yell, but he was very, very disrespectful to the court and more particularly to Ms. Medina. She was trying to advocate on his behalf.
Yes, he was,
So,
Your Honor.
I apologize for
She
that.
was. And with that case is complete. This new computer, however, runs better than the old one, which makes these episodes complete quicker. I think we're going to take some time in the evening. We'll have some soft sets and everything else. And maybe go through a few things about what this show can become. Till then, thank you for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you later tonight for more of From Day One.